O Lord, our Lord, however is thy name in all the earth. Psalm 69. Welcome to the Tears Over Beers podcast. I'm your host, and today we are going to be reliving a little. I'm going to be, we're going to be doing a little story time thing here, right? Right? We like to tell stories. On the show. We had storytellers in the Halloween episode. Remember that way back when? So, hypothetically speaking, if I were to have friends, would they be cool? Would they be like really epic? Would they be people that I would want to spend time with? I mean, it would depend who you asked, for sure. Did I like them? Oh, I mean, they were my friends. They tried their best, I suppose. I talked about this previously. I had a little wine story, WINE, alcohol. I talked about that. And all those people, they left. They left when I was in danger of getting a beating for my wine pairing choices. Which is fine. I'd probably do the same to them, save my own skin, whatnot. It's like if you find out your friend is like a racist, you're not gonna, like, you're friends with this person, so you're not gonna beat them up, but you're not gonna stop them, like, you're not gonna, help them. You're not gonna be like, oh, I'm also racist, you're just gonna leave and just, ignore their, the fact that they are problematic. At least that's what I would do. Not that yeah. And I hate to be the guy who brings up old trends, but I think that my friends were kind of sus. Yeah, remember that? Remember that old jingle? Oh, and you're like, Zafer, what are you on about? What are you talking about? What do you mean sus? Like suspicious? Is that what you're referring to? Or perhaps like sushi, because that also could, And no, I'm not saying that my friends were dead fish. That's what sushi is, right? Yeah. Okay. That's not what I'm saying. You were right with the first one. I am saying that they're suspicious. So my friend, we were roommates, and rent was getting low, The money that I originally made from the podcast was really just not cutting it, It's like, I hate to be the one to beg for money, but, check out my merch store, or other options for sure. I really do hate to beg for money. I'll link my PayPal. But yeah, no, I wouldn't consider myself a greedy person in any sense. Like, I try to have minimal ads on my show. With that being said, yeah. I need to get to the point, right? So my friend, we were roommates, we were getting behind on rent. He suggested moving to Canada because, he had cancer and it was very expensive in America. Healthcare in America compared to Canada is very different. America's healthcare is kind of expensive. Canada's is a bit less from what I've heard. I mean, trust me, Canada's not really for me. I avoided it at all costs based on the people I've met and the stories I've heard, and this is one of the stories. So he suggested that we move up to Canada. He said, I know that it's cold, but you're so unhappy and I'm so faithless, and that we could be there by early afternoon. First of all, what the fuck does that mean, faithless? I have faith in plenty of things, the Lord among them. Whoa, more like the Lord among us. Wait, guys, is God sus? Oh, I crack myself up. Anyways, sorry. I said no, I'm not moving to Canada. It's shit. It's shit up there. They don't got shit. I've talked many times about this. Nothing good in Canada. So we dropped it. He dropped it. And we were living together for a while. We would, we were good friends. We were friends. And, one time, my clothes were very wrinkly, and he asked if I had an ironing board because my clothes were wrinkly, and I said that I didn't, and he suggested that I could borrow his own ironing board. And I said, owning an ironing board is gay. And then he says, like, in a joking way, he says, fellas, is it gay to iron your clothes? And of course I'm like, yes, it is. It is very much. Like, I hate to be problematic, but G-A-Y, that spells gay. it's gay to iron your clothes. And I don't know, he just went silent. He was like, I don't know, he must have been like offended by that. Like, he stopped holding my hand at night. It was, I don't know, it was kind of, he made it super uncomfortable for no reason. He started acting really fucking strange for no reason. And I mean, like I said previously, kind of sus. I mean, I don't know, I felt really weird. It felt like there were days that he just wouldn't speak to me at all. And, you know, we would talk, but it wasn't like we were really speaking, you know? I don't know, it's hard. And I don't know, I guess, you know, in the middle of the night, he left. The motherfucker left. Like, just in the middle of the night. I don't know, I guess, you know, in short, I felt betrayed, maybe. I felt like maybe there was an imposter among me, a fake friend. And I was sad. I can only assume he went up to Canada for his cancer. I don't know, I still kind of think about him sometimes, you know? Like, sure, he was a bit sus. But I don't know. Maybe even the most sussy people are the real crewmates. Am I right? Oh, God. Remember that? Oh, the nostalgia's hitting me hard like a rock against a window, basically. Yeah, it's a good analogy based on how I'm feeling right now. Let's change the subject. So, earlier I said that, you know, in order to gain power, I would sleep with a politician, because everyone knows that making love with a politician is definitely a good idea. Not to say that it's like, you know, the people, like, you know, they're in a position of power, so, you know, obviously I don't think anyone should be ridiculed for such things, you know? I don't think I should be ridiculed for what I did, because eventually I did visit Canada. I did, and it was pretty much what I expected. Just trash littered the streets, concentration camps around every corner. Walgreens also was there. They had jungles that reached the sky, and they had lion monkeys, part monkey, part lion, and they wouldn't go ooh ah, no, they would go roar roar roar, like a ferocious lion, but in a playful monkey way. And it was really scary, because, like, are they gonna eat me? Are they gonna throw shit at me? Like, I don't know. It was horrifying. Let me tell you, don't go to Canada. Nothing good there. But the reason I went up there is because there was this politician who I knew, I mean, just based on looking at him, I would think it would be pretty easy to get in his pants. His name was Seymour Canada. That was his name, Seymour Canada. And so basically, I you know, I may have done the dirty with good old Seymour, and then I filmed it, and, you know, now I have blackmail. Like, you know, we don't want his wife to see him cheating on her with the most best podcaster in the world. So I blackmailed Seymour Canada into giving me a position of power. So yeah, now I'm rising through the ranks. So I didn't see my friend up there. I mean, for all I know, he could be dead. I was hoping that, like, he would at least write to me. You know how they used to do with letters and whatnot? That would be nice. Like, I mean, come on, just like a letter. Because, okay, I'm sorry that I called your ironing board gay, and you gay, actually, for having an iron board. And I don't disagree with that statement. I'm not going to just back down from my statement because it hurt your feelings. Like, that's not the kind of person I am. Like, if your clothes are not wrinkly, then, you know, your libido is not directed at the correct, you know, I mean, who's to say? Right? Am I right? What does that even mean? I mean, I know what it means. Who is to say? Like, what person is to say that? I know what that means. It's common sense. I actually just explained it, and it was very easy. It's kind of spelled out. I mean, I like girls. I had a wife. And, like, Seymour Canada is a guy, which, you know, is a manly man. Well, not really, because he's Canadian. But, like, that's different. Because if you're doing it for power, if you're doing it to gain, like, a leg up, then it's different. Because I wasn't doing it out of love, like I would with my friend. I mean, I was doing it for power. Power is kind of what I was going for. Like, I want political power, so I will blackmail Seymour Canada. That was my main goal. There was no love, I wasn't even into it, it was really more of an afterthought, really. Like it just kind of happened. Like one thing led to another, it wasn't premeditated. It just, I don't know. It just kind of happened. And okay, also our clothes were very wrinkly after, and there was no ironing board in sight. I checked, and so yeah, no, so there wasn't. I don't even know why I have to explain myself. There's nothing to say that I am sus. There's nothing to say something like that. There's nothing on that war front that I have to defend against. There's no battalions of troops that I'm in a race against time with. No. I am simply here. I don't have to explain myself because there's nothing to explain. I've given the facts and there's nothing, I just don't want people to make the wrong assumptions about me. So no, we did not iron our clothes after, and my clothes are still fairly wrinkly as I speak. I don't even fold them. Well, I don't even wash them. I don't own a washing apparatus. I tried using like a dishwasher that I got like a part-time job at Chili's, and they have a dishwasher there. So I tried, like, okay, off the record, I put my clothes in the dishwasher at Chili's to like wash them because they were getting really gross, and like they're the only clothes I had for the job, and I didn't want to get fired. But incidentally, me putting my dirty laundry in the dishwasher is what got me fired. So, what does that say about our life? You try to solve one problem, and in doing so, you end up creating a new one. That's life, You try to have a good friendship, and they want to move to Canada, and that's ridiculous. So you solve that problem by saying no, and then okay, sure, then problem solved. But then they buy an ironing board, which you think is gay, so you tell them to get rid of the ironing board because that's gay, and that creates a new problem because they leave you in the middle of the night, presumably up to said Canada. So you try to stop them from moving to Canada by doing one thing, and then that thing inadvertently leads to them moving to Canada. You try to not get fired by washing your clothes, but washing your clothes in the Chili's dishwasher gets you fired. You try to get a leg up in the political world by banging Seymour Canada, and people accuse you of being gay, which, is not good for my image due to all the homophobia in our world, which I'm not a part of. I'm not one to partake in homophobia. But what have we learned? Your problems are not solvable. You cannot solve your problems because trying only makes things worse. That's the lesson for today's episode, viewer. Trying makes things worse. You try to change, and you just... I'm a heterosexual man. Cisgendered. Okay. And I think that's all we have time for today. Tell me how you feel about this. Bam. Okay, that was funny. Goodbye.